XVI Part 16, or I guess you could also look at this as Act 2, Part 3. Nonetheless, I'm just gonna be Part 16. So, yeah, Part 16, we pick it up from the hideaway. And things are getting interesting with Ultima, and I don't know. So we're gonna find out. Central Storm.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds, home sweet home. Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
Welcome back, Sid.
Finish with that log.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosnus. I expect he'll be in the mess.
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Yes, Captain. I'll let the others know.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. And not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons. I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten pier.
Has blood on it. Once the hall's swept, it's over to the top.
almost any subject. Okay. Hard Roswell. If the Cid fell and his hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Hugo Kupka,
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Already? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night. From some
he thinks too much, doesn't he? He obviously does. This man thinks way too much. Talking about thinking about too much. That's his problem, is that he thinks too much. His biggest problem is that he thinks too much. Good day, Hippocrates.
Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
A man who thinks too much. That's what I said.
My knowledge is yours. If you need a book to help you sleep,
everything.
might I recommend On the Mating Rituals of Mortals?
Rituals of Marbles? Marbles mating. Interesting. Come from him himself, says Hippocrates. We have a big war going on, right? We have, well, Commander, how he says his name? Lord Kuka. And I don't know what's going on with Benedicta. Lord Kuka, Commander Dion. Which we all know is Bahamut already. We know King Barnabas too. King Barnabas, and I'm not sure what's going on with Benedicta. But we do know that that's Odin, so. Benedicta is somehow connected to the, I think. And, of course, Annabella. Somehow I think, like, I don't know, possibly Leviathan, Ultima, connected somehow to the.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget,
Lloyd Tarja.
Ryder was here with a letter from
She reminds me of the Makode a little bit.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Hold on, I'll take it. Doesn't though. Charlotte, no more absence.
He's here, Lou.
Yo, Shawnee boy, Shawnee boy, Shawnee boy. Sorry for my absence, bro. No.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just...
Have you been to the toll?
I picked up my motherfucking shit today.
Plays.
I'm Mikey, out of a fucking job, but soon to be working aside Sean Hazan plays, I guess. But, dude, you know I gotta wait till probably another month or so. I'm gonna be waiting. Again, thank you for the job, though. I really do appreciate this, Sean. You don't even know, man. Prior to that, I was completely fucked. But like I said, I paid $202.30 something. Everything got my renewal. Just gotta wait for that piece of plastic, bro. But I'm like being realistic. Even if I go pinpoint, I'm still thinking I'm looking at like October. Like, come on. I mean, if I'm lucky, right? I mean, might come earlier. But let's be real. The real world blows, and you have to be patient. So, real world, here's to hoping if I do even call pinpoint, that we can get it by October. But I did talk to Olympia. I told her. I'm still waiting. Oh, check it out, my ex-girlfriend Jill. Hey, Jill.
October? Nah, bro, that shit takes 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, call and pinpoint tomorrow. Because I mailed everything out. I have the receipt. But Olympia told me it could take a little bit, so... yeah. Wouldn't make it up, dude. Why would I make it up? Olympia told me that right now, because of the high influx of people getting their security licenses, that it could take a little bit, and it is up to the government as to when and where. I guess really when, I guess, right? I mean, we don't know where. Look, when they decide and deem it fit for me. In other words, it's out of my hands. It's up to the government.
Even need one.
Well, that's all I'm saying. Then I'm gonna come back. That's kind of what I... Alright, cool. That's good to know. Huge relief.
Just roll into the White House. Fuck out of here. My taxes pay this. That's my house.
Yeah, man, shit. Look, Olympia knows that I have to wait for this security card, but you're right, I could go there tomorrow. Just be like, Olympia, still wait for the card? But I'm here. I think I have to wait for the card, though. But you're right, I'm willing to work. I just don't think I could do that without the card yet. I only have that, you know what I mean? I have the pre-certification, and I got the fingerprint, so. I'm waiting on the physical card. But, so, as far as I know, I mean, but she did say to me she can't officially start me until I get the fucking card. So, well, what good is my time? Because you're right, Sean, I could technically go there and be a Port Authority agent, just sit there in the booth, do what I gotta do, help the cops, whatever. Do the job, but I can't get paid. They can't put me into the system. Unless I can bypass it somehow without the card. If they can bypass it without the card, then I'll gladly do that. And then I can start. More or less. But I agree with you. You shouldn't need to have the card. You should be able to start ASAP if you really want to start. If he's willing and able to do it, he should be allowed to do it. That's my motto. Like, if a man can do it or a woman can do it, then let him or her do it. You know? He doesn't need no fucking paperwork to get it done. Let's let him do it, man. If he wants to do it, let him do it. And then, I mean, unless you don't have the compensation for him to do it, then that's fine. But that's an agreement upon pre-negotiation called hiring process. Pre-negotiation. Anyway, I think we all know about that. And the pre-negotiation with Olympia was that I would renew my license, blah, and get the motherfucking reprise certificate again, yada, yada, yada. We did the pre-negotiation, which was during the hiring process. But, like I said, I'm still waiting on that physical motherfucking ID, so the negotiation is yet to be fulfilled, although in the position like mine, I can't get paid. I really can't, and I don't think legally they could put me through orientation. Sure they could, but again, I won't get paid.
Will there be any ice cream?
I already got ice cream. Johnny Pops. Sean, I guess. Answer to you is, well, I met with Olympia and all that, and got in trouble, like, but wait, I don't know.
Mikey, did you graduate the 5th grade?
No, I graduated preschool, that's about it. Everything. Some college. That's it. didn't even get a degree, so I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I said fuck it. I left. Didn't even know how many credits I got. I don't even know. I think I strived for like 20 something. I don't even know. Maybe 30 something. I really don't know. Pardon me. I got some credits in college, but that it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant because I really didn't know what to do in college, so I left. I mean, I learned a lot about mephedrone and bath salts and how they're not actually like cocaine.
I know of pre-K dropouts, heads that was in pre-K talking about I'm leaving this place, fuck school, and made the Me Too movement.
But I know you don't. I know, technically we do, but I can't play the game into Discord. I think you know what I mean. Can't. They should have that though. You shouldn't have to sound like I am a robot talking back to you. It should just. You should just be able to talk to me.
I'm on board. I'm grateful for your live streams.
Fucking job that I can't do because I don't have the license for it yet because I'm still waiting like a million other dickwads. But I can't for you, so thank you. Wouldn't you to work?
Keeps me entertained. Your mic is a little choppy.
I know it is. I know. Yeah, the mic is because I'm being selfish. I want to have it both ways. In other words, the left. I think I told you the other night. The left earpiece is going. I mean the right one, whatever. Yeah, the right earpiece is kind of dead, basically. The filament is busted. So if I want it to be smooth, nonetheless, well, nonetheless, if I want it to be smooth, like, anyway, what? Alicia? What? I'm confused. Who the fuck's Alicia? I know of Olympia. You told me of Olympia. I was like, Olympia? Okay. But I met Olympia. Olympia was very nice. In fact, I hope she is Olympia to me.
My neighbor.
Oh. Alyssa is my neighbor. Sounds like somebody was it. Oh, never mind. This is my neighbor. Sound like Rain Man for a second there. This is my neighbor. My neighbor. Alyssa, my neighbor. Yeah, October 23rd. Definitely the 23rd. Definitely on the 23rd. A long ling long. Yeah, you sound like Rain Man. Ah, it's so funny, Sean. Not like, I know you don't intend to, but the mic, yeah, you know. You know what I mean. It sounds like, definitely the 23rd. Sucks my ding dong. Definitely my ding dong. That's so funny. And I bet you it's a pain in the ass because you have to type all this shit too, and it sucks. Rayman is a game. Yeah, it's a mad good game. I wonder if I did it like that. What time of the week is it today? Is Rayman 3 better than Rayman 5? What is your favorite Rayman game? My Steel. He has gotten really good at a robot. This is fucking awesome. If I just started talking like the way the robot talks, then I'll be better for it.
My voice is not like this.
I know that. I know that. I'm fucking with you, man. I'm just playing around. It's so funny because you're probably busting your balls to type back, right? It's like, why doesn't the guy like? I know because I know you have a mic. You know, it's like, why can't you just talk to me in the game? But of course, that's the joke. That's why I'm making it entertaining because it's like. It's so true, right? I am talking like this now because I have to learn to be like him because that's how he sounds. And I'm just kidding. I'm with you, Sean. Just busting your balls, man. Imagine if you sound like that in real life. It's like, yo, Mike Steele, what's up? Dude, you got me thinking about it now. I know you don't sound like that, dude. I know what you sound like. And sorry about the mic. The mic is choppy because this fucking thing is on its way out. But I don't got no bread. Got no money, and unless I just fucking walk out the store with it, which ain't gonna be that easy. I'm not gonna do that, man. I don't really want to do that. It's the lowest form of taking something is stealing it, you know? To me, at least. Really, the lowest form of taking something is really stealing it. Unless that person deserves to be stolen from, that's different. Then, yeah, then steal away, my friend. I'm not gonna look. But, honestly, truth to God, if there is one, when you see somebody drop something, you know, you should always try to give it back to that person. And also, rule of thumb is finders keepers. I mean, like, honestly, if you, for example, find money on the floor, $7, right? Girl walks by, now, most likely that money could be hers. But if you didn't really see the money directly drop out of her pocket, then I'm inclined to keep that money, man, because I can't go up to the girl and be like, hey, did you lose $7? How am I gonna pose that? If I'd seen her drop $7 out of her pocket, that would be different. I think that's better. I'll only get one headpiece, but it's not choppy, right? Sean? I don't know. Because, gotta get a new mic. Realistically. I want to keep using this one. I have to make do right now, though. So I get a new job. Or I could use a birthday or some shit as an excuse to try to fucking grub money out of parents that doesn't deserve that, really, so. Okay, what is this reading?
Choppy, chopper style.
Say, chop. Yeah, I don't even know what we're talking about, dude. What the fuck are we talking about? I was smoking, bro. I mean, I'm vaping right now, actually, because I got a vape. I got a California honey vape. They didn't have the gumbo shit. I love gumbo, though. Gumbo is awesome. For straight up $50, you get a fly trap, and it's pretty much like a 2G. Bitches titties. I am so glad that you were entertained to see me around today, because I was so thriving to play FF16 just for me, you know. I wasn't going to stream, honestly, Sean. I was at the verge of, like, the other day, I was... Yeah, I know, right? Like, for real. Like, if you're being real on that, like, honestly, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I left my ass up, because I was about to be like, you know, fuck the world, bro. Why do I keep streaming this shit? You know, all entertainers are just tired. Like, I want to work, but I don't got this job. But my friend did me a big favor and got me in with this job. So, you know, maybe I should just keep on doing, like, the shit, whatever, because I'll do it for his sake. You know, for anybody else's sake out there. But it's the only reason. Because other than that, I should have just been selfish and just play for myself. But then it goes back to, like you said, what the fuck am I doing, man? I'm just wasting time, right? So I'm going to do it, like I said, I'm going to do it because I want to do it. I want to play Final Fantasy 16. But I also want to put a smile on my friend's face while doing so. Or at least have a good time, at least. To be content. You know, I got a lot of things to say, but if nobody's recording it, then what the fuck are you saying it for? It's not like fucking God's gonna say it back, because you all know what he has to say. And that's pretty much... yeah, that. So, I mean, come on, man. Like, you know, the voice of God doesn't speak in words. We speak in words. So I best start recording it. If it's gonna be on the record. But let it know that yesterday will never be recorded unless you did record it. I mean, you know, it's pretty simple. Like, the only way you could record yesterday, I mean, that is sort of the recording of today is yesterday, right? The recording of today is yesterday. Has to be, because what else was, what is yesterday? I mean, what I mean to say is every time you go to sleep, that's the next day. So maybe for me it's different, but whatever. What I mean is when the body goes to sleep, the next day you rise, right? Out of that rest, you go into, what is it, somnus, REM sleep. So your body's resting, a lot of the protons become active, start to fucking, you know, build up at the enzymes.
All my troubles seem so far away. Now
well, yesterday is just a state of mind, though. Yeah, Sean, yesterday is a state of mind. Yesterday's not real. Yesterday is exactly the same as this right here, like what's happening right now. Yesterday's the present time, but it's just in the past, you know? We only ever live in the present time. The only thing that's ever real is the present. Past isn't real, because that's just history. That's just what happened, right? And that could be myriad things. That could be exactly what just happened 5 seconds ago. That's exactly that. Present is this, though. Right now. Boom. Present. Now, the less I speak, the less I do, the less I... whatever. The more I sit here at Republic's Play and just act like an asshole, that's what I'm doing in reality. Because we could record... It's on the record, right? It's on the record, so we know that. So therefore, I can't do that. That'd be stupid. And then I realize, what the fuck am I doing? I'm standing... Yeah, I know you do, but you shouldn't, because it's not real. But it is a state of mind. Yesterday is today, as tomorrow will be today, and so on and so forth. I always said the future is the firmament at which the present will be preserved for. And the present that we live in is the gift at which we earned, or continue to, to deserve. If we wake up the next day, obviously, we obviously are willing enough and worthy enough to continue working and reap what our worth is worth. Or we'll reap what we sow, I guess. I will work on getting a new mic, though. Obviously, I'm trying to. But I just don't have the money. And I don't know, I have the job. Like you said, I have the job. But the thing is, I don't have the fucking card. Now, why should I need the card? I don't know.
Suddenly I'm not half the man I used to be.
I don't know, Sean. That sounds like a you issue, but I would love to help you.
Over me.
You mean like a hangman? Like a hangman's curse? Like, you ever play that game, the hangman game, with the fucking letters and the guy hanging? You ever feel like your name is amongst them and you ever play that game? The guy hanging? Hangman. Put the letters, and you get the letters, botch them all up, you get a shitload of fucking letters, and then your name is amongst the letters, and you have to get them right. So play it with us when we were kids. It's a good Final Fantasy game, by the way. I don't know if you have this game, Sean, but it's a good game. And I'm playing it spoiler-free, completely brand new. In other words, I didn't look at any reviews or anything yet. I'm just playing it on my own. Ba-boom! Babushka. Oh, man, that's a good shit, bro. I like California honey, though. California honey ain't bad. But be honest.
Why she had to go, I don't know, she wouldn't say.
Huh?
I said something wrong, now I
talking about
for yesterday.
Well, the Beatles? Why she had to go, I don't know. How I long for... Yeah, I know the song. How I long for yesterday. I know the song you're talking about. What about Eleanor Rigby? Or Penny Lane? Penny Lane is in my ears and in my... I can't sing it well. I mean, Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. Dun 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 dun. There beneath the blue suburban skies. Dun 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 dun. Penny Lane, na 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 da 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 da. Na 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 in the pouring rain, very strange. Na 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 da 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 da. La 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 da 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 no la da 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 la 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 da 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 da. Na 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 from the pouring rain, very strange. I love them. Can't buy me love, can't buy me love. Oh no no no, oh. I would buy you a diamond ring that money just can't buy. I would buy you anything just love can't buy. I would buy you, not for money, good money can't buy me love, can't buy me love. I can't do this too long though, because it's too late right now to be doing that loud. But yeah. Can't buy me love, can't, oh. Kinds of things that money just can't buy. I will get you the kinds of things. I know I don't have the lyrics right. They were completely wrong, and I'm singing them as bullshit as possible, but trying to sing in key, that's why. And I don't really know the lyrics 100% right now because I don't have the lyrics right with me, but yeah, I could sing. Who can't sing? I mean, unless you don't have rhythm, but that's fine. Maybe they could draw. I don't know. Everybody has their own talents. You have to figure out what they are. Like, I've always been an artistic fuck. But that's just me, you know? There's many forms of art, though. I mean to say that I've always been artistic. Meaning, if you want to call it autistic, then fine, I'm autistic. Whatever. I'm artistic. Like, I'm a lefty. I'm a left-handed fuck. I could sing really good. I could draw really good. I can act really good. I'm just artsy. I'm weird. I'm a weird guy, you know? I act really fucking weird. I look really weird. I'm just a weird dude. You know, it's just cool. Like, I'm an artistic person. Ari. So, cool. I guess you could call me a little kind of kooky. I'm a little kooky. A little eccentric. Yeah, because I'm not like your typical person. Definitely not. Which, I guess one would say neurotypical. I'm not neurotypical. But I'm also not neurotic either, so. I just have an attention deficit disorder. That's pretty much it.
Todd McFarlane rejected child.
Todd McFarlane. A Todd McFarlane rejected child. Are you a worrywart? Are you a slag? Sean is a slag. To time. He's time. You know, no, I'm kidding. You're the time warden, dude. You're the Judge Shaw, bro. You're like the Exodus. Sean, he is the Zenith Predator. That's what he is, the Zenith Predator. Not the Apex Predator, he's the Zenith Predator. Which means he's like the big dog. Sean Hazan, the Zenith Predator. Come and get it. Come and see it today in theaters, July 22nd. Boosh. Sean Hazan, the Zenith Predator. In your theaters near you, July 22nd. I don't know, Sean. It's your movie poster. It's your theatrical release. You tell me what's in it. Is it action-packed? Is it, like, filled with beards? Is it filled with fucking big old horses? Is it filled with big tits? Zan, right? Zanmoto. Or, I don't know. I like Zan, though. Zan, because Zanmoto is what comes to my mind. Is Dragon. And Cassandra. Or, like, Xander, you know? Or Grand. The schemes of schemers, tricksters, and stabbing and zabbing, and see, zapping reminds me of, you don't want to use the word zap, but you want to use the word bolt, and there are things that it relies to Zeus and Kazam, you know? Kazam. Like, think of a word like Otto. Otto is a very cool word. Think of my name. My name is actually a lot like Clive's name. Believe it or not. Mike. Clive. What it means is to chop. So Mike is to chop. You're tired? Well, I don't blame you. Have you been working? What are we gonna do by the way? You are a lot like you, man, I know. In fact, I've never met somebody just like you. The only person I know that's exactly like you is me or you. Or you, really. There's only one you, Sean. There's the only one person I know that's like you.
That to me, you remind me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Me or you, yeah. Exactly. Because there's nobody else that's quite like me except for you. That's why I said thank you for the job opportunity, man. It's really, you know, thanks for that. It means a lot, you know? I mean, there's really nobody who understands me like you do, though. You're like a really cool guy, it's, you know? To think I met you through a nutty, really, you know, I don't want to even talk about that, but, like, yeah. Like, to think that's how these two kindred people met, and it's not bad, it's just, like, who would have thought that I would have met you through that? You know, because, honestly, like you said, he's lost. He's gone. Much as I love the guy.
Me funny, They go telepathically to me, hey, you look just like that guy Sean Hassan.
Oh my god, really? That is bizarre. Very strange.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav.
What's this letter? Oh, okay, so we're gonna read this tablet. I think it's about the Republic Party, yeah. So, in other words, Gav is kind of like Furion, except 20 years older. Furion is from Final Fantasy II. He's the main protagonist. And that's him. Oh, look, he even got his signature and everything, just like me. So, blah, 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 blah. Basically, he's fucked up, and he lost his eye now, and he's all fucked up, and now his ball bag is in the fucking gutter, and he's got his nuts stapled to a tree, and needs supplies to get his balls bag back in order, and sincerely his, sincerely yours, Gav.
I was made with the cloud particles before birth, probably.
Probably, I would imagine, yes. He'll tell you why. He said his ball bag is stapled to a motherfucking goddamn motherfucking, yeah. He needs supplies so he doesn't get his ball bag ripped. His ball bag's about to get ripped, yeah. Yeah, but his ball bags are stapled, basically. He got his nuts stapled to a fucking pole. It's our chance to seize the bull by the horns. Or by the balls. Depending on how we look at this. I mean, if it's his balls that are stapled to the motherfucking pole, then we may as well use the bull and catch him by his horns. And use the balls as a means as a red flag, like. But his balls are to the wall, so let's do something. 5 long years. But what about 13? That's about 18. That's almost 2 feet in total. That's a big one. Maybe you gotta go for something else. Maybe it's not the balls. Maybe it's the cock. Never mind. Nope.
If I had a quantum computer, I would travel the world.
You would travel into your mom's vagina back to your own quantum. To your own plane. Back to where you, in the ball bag you came from. Or maybe you go back to where you came from, which would be 2 people. Your mother and father. Biologically. I don't know what you'd be. You'd be kind of like the... I don't know.
I want to travel to the quantum sleep zone.
You should travel back to the zone before here. Well, you can't have pleasure without pain. You know that, right? It doesn't work that way. That's why people are so soft these days, and there's a lot of pussies around, or wussies, or, you know, pushovers. It's because there's no more people. There are no more people who've been. There are no more people left that have enough burden to bear, if you want to call it that, that have balls, or ovaries, or burden, or shame, whatever it is. They give a fuck about the others. It's hard to explain. There's only a few of us that remain. There's some that are just so soft. So soft. Soft in their motherfucking lives, and they need some opposition to make them not... Because if they feel stupid, then they surely are stupid to think that way. Don't think you're stupid. Because you are stupid then. Ultima! Yep, the Leviathan. I've been drawing it, putting it together, and I'm like, I feel like Leviathan is connected to this Tiamat. You know, I'm writing it all down, like, what is all this? Well, yep. So, what is this? Ifrit of Fire. The icon, the occult.
Maybe I am stupid, you're right.
Occult. The occult. I don't know, but Ultima is a big question mark. I don't know what Ultima is. Because Ultima is weird. Ultima was like a man-woman. And fought through like a big wild dude that was like called Typhon. Which we know from old school Final Fantasies was known as Typhoon. And also Ultros is connected to Typhon, so what's up with that?
Crystals.
Is ultimately one day we meet in the same dream.
Remember what Ultros is? Ultros is a part of a bigger thing. He's like Dimension Leaper. Ultros. Which means Ultima could be connected to Ultros. But we haven't seen Ultros yet. Maybe you'll see him later. Ultros is similar to Sin.
Everyone from past, present, and future.
Oh, the Northern Territories. Look, because we know this Joshua guy, he's from the north.
Place at all times anyway.
He's Margrace. Joshua, well, his name is, you know, the Margrace. Joshua Margrace. Yep. North is God.
I knew that the Blight
would spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace.
Hmm.
This.
Grace, Joshua,
11
Margaret, yeah.
dungeons.
Well, okay. 12, but
It is only a matter
I
of
know.
time
It's
before
12
it comes
dimensions,
to
Sean. I thought. Pretty sure there's 12. And there's 26 resonances in our own dimension, but those 12 resonances, including our own, would be 11, yes. But if you don't, yeah. Not including us, it's 12, but including our own, it's 11, yes.
Probably Dream Realm, which is the doorway to time travel,
That's-
it feels like.
You know, it's kind of like an escape. It's one of the escapes. There's only 9 escapes, though, as far like planes that we know about. There's a dreamscape, right? We have this, the digiscape. It's kind of like, they call it the metaverse, or phygital. It's hard to explain. Dreamscape is one of them, though.
Speak freely, Otto.
But you have digital, or the digiverse, I guess. Digiverse is similar to this, but it's made of a lot of neurons, mainly.
I feel there's 2 levels of the Zen-like dream state, relaxed and unrelaxed.
Dreams are a lot of protons, dude. A lot of protons going on during the dreams. Protons are your biggest... Protons... you have huge activity with enzymes during this time, if you are in the dreamscape. They merge together. Then, when you are in the...
Is science just bullshit?
Well, yes. Why? Why do you ask that? You're asking me a question, is science just bullshit? Because the answer to your question is yes. But that's kind of like me being rhetorical. I'm not trying to insult your intelligence, but yeah, it is. It's bullshit. Okay, let me put it this way. It's bullshit, but it is... bullshit with... It's sort of like chaos with order. Putting... Because, I mean, like, technically all of this is bullshit. So it's like taking the bullshit and taking what we know is true and making sense of what doesn't make sense. Because... So yeah, it's bullshit. I mean, it more or less, but it's better than real bullshit.
Why is there so much water? There's perhaps a
Oh, it's true shit. It's true shit, Loki.
We know, and the remainder of others create those.
Sean, it's true shit, actually. But it doesn't always have to make sense, science. Okay, science doesn't have to make sense. But it's sort of like this. It's nonsense. But it's smart nonsense. It's very educational nonsense. Like, it's the most proper way to go about understanding nonsense in the best way possible. Mathematically, philosophically, it's, you know, hypothetically, literally, it's through science. And this is why we call it science. Because the conscious mind, or conscience, our conscious, can only comprehend so much. So let's take all this nonsense, the nonsense of this world, things that we just can't comprehend, stupidity, the things that make no sense, and let's make something out of them. Let's get a hypothesis to it. Let's get an answer to this nonsense, as crazy as that answer might be. And even if it makes no fucking sense, but let's just make science out of it. And science is born out of nonsense with sense and purpose. But only through sense and purpose can nonsense find science. And science, through nonsense, can find purpose. You get it? Have I said it clear? We need to give...
The word con is in the word mixed with science, so by the conscience science is a con, it's nonsense.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Conscience. Correct. Because nonsense is important. But conscience is death. You know that, right? Conscience. The conscience, yes. If you are conscience and you are completely honest, you'll see it says con in it. That's why I said people need to look at what they're talking about. Reliability is not as good as expendability. Reliable is bad because what you're looking at there is liable. I don't want to be liable. I want to be expendable. But this doesn't seem to click with people. People don't understand what that means. What it's supposed to mean. That's how we won World War II, by the way. It wasn't because we were reliable, it was because we were expendable. Reliability had nothing to do with it. It was because of the numbers that we had. All those men that were willing to die and come and go. They had nothing to lose. You know, they kind of just put it all on the line. Because they were better than reliable. They were expendable. They were top of the line. Like, they could be discarded in an instant to save their home and hearth. Or hearth and home. You know, even if it be at the cost of their very own life. That's the best kind of reliability.
We actually won
Expendability.
World War II because Michael Jackson. He's a time traveler.
Really? I thought it was because of D-Day. Well, I thought that was one of our biggest victories. D-Day, right? No? D-Day? No? It wasn't D-Day? And the biggest battle with the Pacific, you know. We had a big battle with Japan, too, and that kind of really shattered the Earth quite a bit. The A-bombs, you know. You know what we did there, right? It was pretty fucking bad. Not just us, but like Hiroshima too. It was bad. The results of D-Day live on to this day. I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure that D-Day tipped the scales for us. But if it were not for those expendable lives that were lost on D-Day, because we almost lost D-Day. It was not like a close fight. We almost lost that fight. We wrecked it up.
Michael was there at Mike Tyson's fight in the 90s. There's proof of it. He was in disguise.
Some lads from the
So,
Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest.
Sure, though.
Blood was spilled. Bones were broken. The usual.
Yeah, the usual.
He had an iPhone in the 90s.
He did. Those phones, man. iPhones suck in general. I don't like Apple. Sorry. I'm a Google guy. I work with Google. And my content, all that, it's all through Google. I've always been under their, you know, because I'm a content creator, as you know, and all my stuff works, all my work is under Google. But Google's been around for a while. Apple and Google have always been at it. They're kind of like, you know, the two oppositions. And if you ask me, Apple is nothing on Google. But that's just me. I'm not going to hate on an Apple buyer, because the iPhone's got some really nice stuff. You know, they do. You know, what am I going to say? I'm not going to lie. You know, Apple makes some good stuff. Macintosh?
But follow the signs. iPhone was around when Michael Jackson was still alive.
Well, Michael Jackson's dead. He was a great guy. Didn't do the greatest things, but I mean, he did some great stuff.
Traveler.
I thought her boob popped out one time in a Emmy award show. Didn't it? It was an accident, but I mean, it still happened. It's all good, Michelle Jackson. I don't care. Just say, Mike Steele says hi. Honestly, I really don't care if her boob popped out, and I think it did when she was dancing at the Emmy award shows or some shit. You know, Michael Jackson's sister. But I don't care. Like, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's like me, oh, I hope nobody sees my bulge, I got a hard on. I mean, oh my god, like, God forbid the girl sees me having a hard on. Oh my god, okay, well, oh my god, what am I gonna do? It's natural, it happens. I mean, I'm not gonna say it never happened. Yeah, it's happened before. A girl has seen a bulge, and I'm like, okay, I can't really do anything about that. I'm like, alright, well, no big deal. It happens. What are you gonna do? Happens to everybody. Whether you're working with a handful, or two handfuls, or a pinkyful. Doesn't matter. Like, guys are gonna get a hard on. That's just the way it works. Now, with that being said, whatever sword you're given, I mean, we've all been in a position where a bulge may have been spotted by a girl who's giving you a woody, right? And what are you going to do? I mean, you're going to hide it, put it in your waistband, or are you going to lay it out like a croissant and just sort of just let it bulge out, you know? So, yeah, sometimes I actually sort of just, like, lay it out like a croissant. So I was like, fuck it. I mean, if she was going to give me a full erection, then I probably would put it in my waistband and, you know, similar to, like you said in Superbad, you know, just, well, put in your base, you know, belly button, waistband. Best bet, you blow load your belly button. Swear to God, I'd probably be friends with him in real life. If I knew Jonah Hill, but I don't know him in real life. Well, it didn't seem like a bad guy, though. I like him. I like a lot of those guys, but they're usually from Canada. Where are we gonna go, man? Find the curse breakers. You're distracting me, Sean. Where are we gonna go? distracting me, you fuck. I'm kidding. Let's see. Where are the curse? Find the curse bearers. What does that mean? Ooh, we got a place we finally have. Martha's Rest. We can go to Martha's Rest. I like this world, by the way. It's very fucking cool.
What's love got to do with it?
What's love got to do? Look at this shit. Honestly, I do like this game though a little bit better than Devil May Cry 5 because of the fact that it seems like, I don't know, more connected.
I'm sorry, Sid. I'm too late.
And guess what? They have more shit now too. Like you have this shit, like this dude, you could like summon lightning bolts. Nuts. They didn't have that in Devil May Cry 5. Just saying, you know, like check it out. I'll show you. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Like, we got 3 of these things now. Blind Justice is insane, though. I'll show you this shit. Look at this. Like, you go like this, slow time down, and you can shoot up to 8 lightning bolts. And you also pile drive, and this shit, bro, Thunderstorm. Which is, like, crazy. And, of course, none of this is discriminative, either. They were able to find a way to just get elements, but yet there is no elements. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what element you're using. All damage is the same damage. Similar to Devil May Cry 5, like all damage didn't matter in that game either. It's the way they work, as opposed to, you know, like the elements aren't really expected to any given type. They're expected to a given.
Unlimited thunderbolts as you walked.
That's
what the Apple of Eden was.
Check that shit out. Yeah, like that. Or a big one, Thunder. Boosh. Yeah, or I could do fire. Or I could do wind. Honestly, the one I like the best so far, though, is fire.
Problem, the one with Apple of Eden was winning the fight.
Well, I wanted to show you what I mean about this one. See that shit? It's fucking crazy. I feel like he just has enough variation, but again, these enemies are a lot lower than me. I don't need these. These are nothing to me now. I need, like, big motherfuckers. More deadlier than that, that's for sure.
The Apple of Eden is real ass K knowledge.
I believe it's probably very wise to play the Eden Ring. Oh, look! It's a Crayclaw, or whatever.
It was even spoke of in the Bible.
Oh, like the story of Genesis? Like in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
That's why God told them not to eat from the fruit of the tree and G.
Well, I know about that. Well, didn't the serpent kind of tell them not to?
That's cause the Apple of Eden was there present.
Wait. Well, do you think the serpent is the devil? Do you think the snake is the devil? Like, that's the question. If you think that serpent, that snake is the devil or not. That's the question.
And it was the wielder of the world's secrets.
But you know that the snake is not the devil? Well, okay, I can't explain this. He is the devil, but he's not really the devil. Yeah, the Apple of Eden, that's God, but it's kind of like the devil. What are you talking about? Talking about the garden? Yeah, Apple of Eden, that's... It's not really the devil, but
it
kind
also
of.
Held immense power.
Yep. I know. These are death blossoms again? I don't know if lightning. I guess I'll change it to, like, I love changing it different. How do you use this? I want to find
The
out.
apple of Eden is the most sacred item in all of Earth.
Oh, the apple of Eden. Yeah, that would be true if the tree of Yggdrasil is real. And if it is real.
It was made as a flag of the love and devotion of the love of God.
Yeah, where is the Yggdrasil tree though? Jerusalem? I'm not really 100% sure where the location of the Yggdrasil tree is still at this point in time in reality. Like in the real world, where is the Yggdrasil tree? If it even ever existed. And if it still does exist, then where so and where at and henceforth where, you know, I don't know, I never heard of.
God was betrayed by humans.
Are you talking about
the apple of Eden power?
Are you talking about the real tree of Yggdrasil? Because that didn't exist until... It only existed during Pangea, which is when when all the continents were shifted together, and there was one tree, yeah, that was in the middle there, kind of. More or less, it was a big motherfucking tree. Yggdrasil tree, I think it was called. And I don't know if they have an apple from it or not. I don't think they do, though. Honestly, I think people were not around, Sean. I think people did not exist, nor did dinosaurs exist yet. But when Pangea finally had dispersed back out, dinosaurs then started to come out, and then, asteroid came, hit, dinosaurs wipe out, and then we have a Garden of Eden, like you had said. No more Yggdrasil tree, though. The Yggdrasil tree was gone long before people came here. Dinosaurs came out, and then that big, like you said, I said it. Asteroid came, destroyed it, and again, I'm not sure.
Dinosaurs are in Ark.
They still exist. They're birds, but they're the only dinosaurs that exist. There are a lot of different kinds of living ones are raptors of sorts. Eagles, basically. Eagles, ostriches, birds, avians, all that shit. Birds, yeah. And then the closest living relatives to dinosaurs, as we all know, is our good old buddy, crocodiles. And alligators, crocodiles. Really, crocodiles, alligators. They are the closest living relatives to dinosaurs to date.
Alligators and crocodiles are dinosaurs' remnants.
Well, they're ancestors. The closest living relatives. Like I said, though, it came, the planet killer. That kind of was known as a cockatrice, more or less, cockatrice. But the cockatrice came and it hit, and it killed us. Well, killed them. And then the mice came out. The mice came out. Because mice did exist, or mammals did exist, but to a lesser extent. Amongst dinosaurs, they were just tiny. Like little tiny mice. Usually vermin. Or rodents. And then eventually in that time, since rodents had the ability to go under and burrow ground, they were able to live out throughout the Dust Bowl. And didn't have to use meat as a source. So they were able to feed off of nuts instead, which is like the flesh of the earth. And therefore mammals rose to power. And those mice became men. And cats and dogs and whatnot. Which served men. And the rest is history. Because it's all been written by men. And then they started writing crazy tales about, like you had said, fruit and trees and crazy things and all that stuff.
Reincarnation. What
like,
if the shit that never exists today and was a theory that they existed in ancient days was our
probably moot. It's probably
which
moot.
Is YT.
I would say it's moot. But I think reincarnation can totally be real. Why wouldn't it be real? It makes sense. You are made of neurons and protons. When you die, you will... Okay, wait, hold on. Neurons and protons, right? They make neutrons. And you know what neutrons are? Neutrons are matter. Matter.
Why would God ever make mistakes? He doesn't.
Well, you would make mistakes to create opposition in order to make things... Well, that's kind of like asking me why is there pleasure?
It's why God is God.
Well, pleasure exists for pain. That's why we have it. It's like opposition. For opposition. God made mistakes so that they'd be good, and they would be bad. Or else then nothing matters, I guess. Right? Like, a neuron and a proton right now. Neurons are everything I'm saying. All that shit. That's all neurons. All things that are like this, my voice, words, neurons. Digital.
God exists in all.
Well, it must exist in the neuron land. This is all neurons. Everything you're looking at right before you is neurons. You know this, right? I mean, like, I'm giving you new knowledge. But I believe you too. God exists in all forms. I believe that. God exists in all ways because God is not... Here's what I'll tell you, Sean.
Vibration and energy, spirit and body.
Well, I'm a Scorpio, so yeah, I'm all about everything you just said. I am the sign of vibration. I am the sign of energy. I'm the sign of transformation. But mainly, like I said, transformation. I don't know, what's your zodiac sign, Sean? I'm a Scorpio, or Phoenix. Rising Phoenix. Phoenix Rising. I guess you call me Phoenix Rising. What sign are you?
Jesus Christ.
You're an Aquarius? Wait, no, hon, you're a Pisces? Hold on, wait a minute. Wait, what sign are you? What are you? What sign are you? The sign of the fish dude? You the Pisces? Or are you a fucking water bearer? I know, but wasn't Jesus a water bearer? Alright. Jeezy Pete's. Who do you think the main antagonist of this game is, though? I thought it was going to be that blonde-haired girl. Because we haven't really seen the main enemy yet. Like, I don't even know who the main bad guy is. Well, we saw Ultima was no good. She was a piece of shit in my last episode. This reminds me of my my forefathers' land. You know? My ancestors. It reminds me of, like, where my forefathers came from. Which would be Northern Europe. Or medieval Europe. Scotland, Ireland, Germany,
Jesus was resurrected
Norwegian.
as the Son of God. His genes and genetics was God's
Jesus, huh? What? Jesus was resurrected a long time ago. He's actually, though, he's risen in the year 1998. I think it was 1990 something. When he's been walking amongst each and every single male, if you believe in this, at least. I mean, I do, but I don't. I believe in the story. I don't believe in it for fact. I just believe in the story is a good story, and that's all it is. And that all men bear the sign of the devil and are walking Satan. Yes, all walking angels. But that's the sign that would be for religious zealots. If you're a religious zealot, well then, yeah, technically all people right now are inside a internal and infernal struggle with angels. That we're being used, basically, we're vessels for angels. Like, in other words, Archangel Michael is leading an army with other archangels. And I'm serving as one of them. And they're trying to fight, well, the devil, Sataniel, the first angel that was created was no good and was tainted and they've been trying to get rid of that angel ever since, through the army of, well, Michael's the leading army, and then you have the other armies of Gabriel and Raphael, who are backing up Michael with his left and right hand, as his right hand man and left hand man, Gabriel and Raphael, and then Michael as God's main hand. And this army will get together underneath these three armies and archangels, and will eventually purge Nathaniel, or they'll die trying, That's just that's just the Bible. And they're trying to fight Nathaniel. The demon, who is a fallen angel, basically. Mankind, fallen angels. Because mankind are also fallen angels. We're fallen. Which is what we are. We're the fallen. Again, though, this is just a story. Don't take it for face value. It's fucking a story. It's for crazy religious people. Don't take it personal. It's real to an extent. Think. Every man is a crazy fucking ape monster, so don't go crazy. And yes, the second coming of Christ is technically 1990 something. 1998. And it's in the form of many men, like it was the first time, the complete opposite the second time. But Michael, and again, if you want to go over that story, Michael was sitting at the tombstone waiting for his second coming. Then he told everybody, he said, he's going to come, but he's going to be a big-ass motherfucking monster, and he's going to be amongst you guys. So go and let everybody know. And that's what Michael said, and Michael then isn't there anymore when the girl came back. So, you tell me. I mean, Michael pretty much told him, he said, he already rose, he's amongst you right now as you speak. Then, when everybody came back to check on Michael, who was guarding the tomb, Michael was gone. And that's what Michael said.
Evolution is cute and all, but the premise of evolution is people get better, they're actually getting worse.
Well, we need to make sure that our sons get better than us. Sons and daughters. Yeah, you don't want them to get worse. You would expect your son to be better than you. You want your son to be better than you. I want my son to be better than me. Because that's the whole idea of...
Look around you.
I know. I didn't say me, man. I said, people around me, yeah. Because I agree, dude. Look around me. But this is what people want for themselves. I can't speak for everybody, right? I can only speak for myself. But I'm not going to teach I'm going to probably abscond to my children and probably move out of here. Oh, I'm not insane. Maybe. Insane would be doing something different. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I think the world has become reliant. That's what I think. Way too reliant on things like technology and also... just reliant, and it's making them very soft, which means they don't really understand things that, of consequence, that are real, like real world tragedy, mortal pain, danger, real, I hate to say it, but real world danger, like real world violence. They don't know about that because they never felt it. They don't know it. How would you know? You never felt that. They didn't know that you could lose your fucking eye if you got stabbed, motherfucking, in the eye. But one kid died of fucking, the kid in Oakville. He died from surfing on a train. Well, he was train surfing. I know what he was trying to do, but, dude, that's why you go to an amusement park. And even then you're taking a chance, but to do it like that, it's not smart, man. Respect for the bravery, but... you didn't think it through, man. That was not wise. Like they say, do it, but do it right. Don't do it fucking wrong. If you were gonna do that, make sure you do it right. He surfed that train, and now he's dead, and I feel so bad for his. My sympathies to his family. I can only imagine what they're going through. My heart out goes to them, only them, and I love them, and I can only keep saying I wish I knew what he was thinking at the time, but I don't. I wasn't him, But he didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve to die. That's all I'm gonna say. And I just hope his family is getting through it, because they didn't deserve that. They specifically, especially them, they didn't deserve that. They didn't deserve to lose their son. And that's not even for me to say that, but I just feel like, in my opinion, somebody doesn't deserve that. I don't think they should have to see that. I don't think any man or woman should have to see their son or daughter die. It's just not right. And that's why I give them my deepest condolences, whoever they are.
Poor souls turned to the Imperials, distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Wow. They're butchers, man. That's disgusting.
Do you think you could make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
Really? Bro. I lost my sharpener, bro. Oh, you said my name, you bitch! Oh, you can't say that! Where's my sharpener?
Is this some sort of twisted joke?
I don't know what's going on.
And they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Wow. Yeah, what's going on here? I think it's Annabella's doing. Like I said, Annabella's up to no good, bro. Annabella. Annabella's evil. Annabella is the mother of Clive. Annabella. Let's see, I think Annabella Rossfield has got something up her sleeve. Because she's up to no good, Annabella Rossfield. Right? Annabella Rossfield. Possibly the antagonist. Ellen. But he also works in the north too, Ellen Rossfield's wife. And then we also know it's Margrace, but Margrace Joshua? Margrace? So we need to find out more about Joshua, what's good, what's going on with that. So I have no fucking clue. You're finished. No, 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 no. I wonder how he does the, what do you call it, ignition ability. Hold on. How do you do that? This ability here. Ignition. Attack while charging and inflict multiple. Oh, attack while charging. How do you do it though? How do you use this ability? Attack while charging? What does that mean though? How do you use it? That's the thing. That's sick. I just wish I knew I had to use that, but I don't. How do you do that? I don't get it. I don't really know how to use ignition. What do you hold? I think you hold it down, maybe? I don't know. I didn't really tell you. I'm gonna find out. Gloom Widow. What the hell's that? Nice. Nice battle system. I really like the battle system. It's really fun. Well, each element is very different, that's why. They work differently, too.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
The Gladiman Abbey. I'm gonna go vape up. Gonna get high as a motherfucker. You ever have California honey? It's pretty good. It's a G8, it's not bad. It's pretty good for a vape.
Murderers. They gave the bearers to this.
Not as good as Gumbo, but it's still pretty good.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have said that. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
That's some good shit, though. Alright, here we go, baby. Time to take down these fuckers. Said the guy with the black shield. Said the man with the black shield.
Have you no honor?
I'm gonna cut the enemy down. That's like I said. I feel like a lot of FM tactics vibe in this game, which is really cool.
That's wild how times have changed. People think different, yet fail cause they hold no morals.
Moral obligation. You mean to be a victim of authority, or you don't want to be a victim of authority? People need to do what they need to do. Nobody should stand in their way. Let no one stand in their way, because nobody should ever stand in a person's way if they're not out to hurt anybody. Only if they're gonna mortally hurt something or someone else, then yeah, I don't think anybody should ever be stopped, or ever, you know, a person should never be standing in another's way. Why would I ever want to stand in another's way to, you know, to succeed? My belief is that we help each other to do exactly that, help each other. We help each other get better, and so long as we help one another, we'll get better for it. In other words, by helping one another, we'll help each other get better. That's how you get better. You know what I mean? That's all you have to do. It's that simple. Help one another, and then you get better. Because so long as you help one another, there's only one other option: hurting each other. There's either help or hurt. And if you're hurting, well, surely you can't be helping, and you're hurting. You're not hurting anybody but yourself and others, most likely. So that's why I say you're either hurting yourself and others, at best, just yourself, hopefully, and at worst, you and others. So you best try not to be miserable,
If she
right?
isn't ready to love, then she shouldn't ever lead him on, because no one's children are your puppets.
No, exactly, no. You cannot be a child, you cannot be a puppet, no. Do not be a puppet to anybody but you. You are your own puppet. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. In other words, no woman, no man, no woman, nobody, no being, no pet is subjugated to your or anybody else's given authority. You are your own puppeteer, basically. Everybody is their own puppeteer. You are a puppet to nobody but yourself. You tell yourself what to do, and you tell yourself what is right, what is wrong. Nobody else has the right to take that from you. You know? In other words, if my cat wanted to go out the fucking right front door and just leave me, he can. And if he wants to, he will. You know, and I can't stop him. Like, I know that, you know? That's just the fucking truth. You know, like, it's past the point of me saying, like, I can't don't go out there, don't go out there. Like, I know he won't go out there. He's just not gonna do it. But he can if he wants to. He just doesn't want to. You know? Like, he loves me. He's gonna stay here. And if he does do it, he does it. But I know realistically if he does do it, which he has did it before, he's just gonna go and run in the grass probably and stay there mad still. Like, scared to fucking death. Because he fucking ran out like a stupid cat and then, you know, well, he's not a stupid cat. You know, he's my cat. He's a silly cat. But you know what I mean. He just did something silly and impulsive, and now he realizes, oh, I shouldn't have left home. What did I do? I want to go back home. I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Please go back, Dad. Daddy, please go back. Just come and get me. And then he'll just be like probably like sitting his ass in the middle of a, you know, the lawn or something. You don't think he was gonna cross the street, did you? What happened? Nothing, because the cat never crossed the street because he was too fucking scared to do it. He couldn't even fucking get past the lawn, let alone the goddamn motherfucking street. He couldn't even get beyond the door. Like, he just, literally, if you train a cat, no cats really can't be trained. In other words, if you spoil a cat enough, it will use you to the point it's not gonna leave. It just won't. Why would it leave? You take care of it, bro. It's literally like you have a relationship that either exists where you are the slave and you are its master, or you coexist over its benefits and have a mutual understanding on how it works. I take care of you, and you are my fucking little cat man. You know, my cat. You know, like, it's a mutual beneficiary. So I have a relationship with my cat that's very mutual beneficial. So it's like, I let him do his thing, but if I'm busy, he can go fuck himself, bro. I don't need him around. Like, go fuck off, little fuckface. Go and do you. Like, that cat is there for my amusement. Like, if he doesn't like it, there's the door. That's why I treat him with love and fairness and all that, because he's my cat. You know, nothing more than that. He's my companion, you know? He's my cat. And I'm his man. Just like I'm his, you know? Like, it is what it is. He's my cat. I am his man. It's just, you know, he's decided that. He decided that I was a good enough man to take care of him and deem me worthy to be his man. I guess it's kind of weird. But yeah, the cat could take care of himself, that's why. But he deemed me to take care of him. Worthy enough to take care of him, at least. And the cat didn't have to do that. Like I said, he could leave anytime he wants. I don't really declaw him. I didn't really get him neutered, so he's a boy cat. But the cat, my cat Loki, he loves me, you know? He would never leave.
So to my understanding and personal experience, creatine is a sufficient supplement if the subject's desired result is to gain some extra stir.
You're talking to a guy who has a fast metabolism. You're talking to the right guy, actually. I drink muscle milk. I used to have Merrick's when I was younger, but...
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
But, yeah, if you have fast metabolism, then you're gonna need something like that, yeah. You'll need creatine. That would help. So would, like I said, a lot of those types of things. Dude, why are we talking about that? Hold on. Yeah, yes. Yeah, it would be yes, though. I drink muscle milk, though. It's good. I like it.
Muscle milk is a protein supplement and those mainly gain mass.
Gain mass, yep.
That fills out the muscles.
Yeah, that's what I need. That's me. That's for me, man. I have very fast metabolism. And then I need something for mass, body build. Because of mass. I need mass, you know, that's me. I don't know what you need. You know what you need.
Most protein powders are the same effect. Of course, mass gainer powders gain extra mass.
Definitely. But it seems like a lot of people are, you know, having a problem with the opposite. A lot of people have opposite. A lot of people have problems keeping weight off. And then there are some people who have problems, some of us, who need to keep weight up. Or people who are bodybuilders. It depends. Are you bodybuilder, exercise? I don't know. There's a lot of people out there, man. I mean, depending on the person. But yeah, I guess yes. I mean, for me, those protein powders are good because they help build mass. without being too harsh on the heart, which is what you want. You want to get, or you could just go to Popeyes and have fun, but I think you're probably better off with the muscle milk, man. Or the Metrex, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Creatine powder, but yeah. You want to get as close to steroids as you can without taking steroids, because steroids is bad because it has the opposing effects. If the desired effects is given, there's a very good likelihood that the opposing effects of those that you are achieving will happen of the latter, which will be negative as opposed to positive. So, therefore, we try not to use steroids because...
Pre-workout, I've never taken pre-workouts. From my knowledge and standpoint and observational perspective, it appears pre-workouts are a...
You don't have to pre-workout, look, you know? You just work out when you work out, you know? Though if you want to make...
sufficient energy to complete a workout, you're lacking in energy.
Well, it depends on what you want to do. Do you want to be a bodybuilder, or do you want to be a boxer? What do you... I mean, I box. This is me. I don't know what you're trying to do. If you're bodybuilding, that's different. That's like an art. My father did bodybuilding. I do boxing, though, mainly. It's my thing. But I don't really like to box anymore, though, either, so fuck it. But I keep myself in boxing shape, but it's not really relevant. It doesn't matter. It's just... It's fucking stupid. Anyway, you just get... You dumb yourself down by doing it. And it's stupid, yeah. It's good for working out, I guess, and it's fun, but it can be a little rough. You should definitely get gloves if you're gonna do boxing, and it's sort of like, I don't know, war of attrition. It's the problem with it. And then it's no longer a sport. It becomes like you're fighting your own self through another person, and then it's sort of like, what the fuck are you doing? That's why I found boxing a dead-end sport. It's like, this is not going anywhere, though. We're just fighting each other, and then it's like we're paying our brains. And stupid is not a word, but like I'm just saying, we're becoming more stupid because of the result of boxing. Now, of course, the people who are professional boxers are getting paid handsomely, so it's fine. All is okay because they know what they're doing. They know what they signed up for. But if you're not boxing and you're not getting paid mad bread for it, then you're just a fucking idiot. Sorry, but the only person who's gonna be punching this face is me. That's it. If anybody else punches it, then like I'm looking at dollar bills. I hope. Unless there's no justice in this world, it's just to fucking do whatever you want. Fuck it. But no, someone has to pay for what they do. If somebody does something wrong, then yeah, they have to basically not... It's not really payment, it's more like compensation. Just for what they did to them. You can't just punch somebody in the face and think it's okay. That's the behavior we cannot tolerate. We have to put an end to that kind of behavior. But we also have to encourage activity again. You can't have a world of a bunch of soft bitches, you know? You have to teach a man how to punch himself in the face, I guess. How do you teach a man how to punch himself in the face? Like, so hard that it hurts. Like, literally punch himself in the... beat himself up. How do you teach men how to do that?
Planet Fitness Mental Mike.
I'm just saying, if you could teach a man how to beat himself up, then he'll finally understand. Like, men need to beat themselves up. I mean, if it comes to the point of killing themselves, well then okay, but you ain't coming back from that. But I'm just saying, some men find reprieve in that, yeah. It's true, unfortunately. You ever heard of Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? I mean, that's a story very old as the sea, but yeah, in the end, Jekyll had to...
in many types of ways. It's not healthy.
I have, yeah. I've learned to beat myself up, and now I've also learned to be completely not...
you personally.
No, I know, I mean, but I have beat myself up in my life, but I've also learned... Oh, look at this thing. A demon, Airyman. What is this thing? Holy crap. Rank C bounty.
In given examples, mental abuse to oneself, physical abuse to oneself, self-hatred, stuff like that.
Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare metals that may be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. 3 sharp fangs! Look at that shit! No, it's not good, Sean. It's bad. Very bad. But it's also not. It's bad, though, yes. It's bad, and it's also great. I think you're asking crazy questions. Yes, it's bad. Very bad. Because that's signs of strife, depression, and a lot of bad things. Thankfully, though, the worst is over because my mother's recovering from cancer. So that's good. And that's a good thing. No matter how you look at it. That she's getting over the cancer and that's, you know, she's healing. I mean, that's a good thing. That's great. There's nothing I can really, you know, say bad about that. Because what I do without my mother if she was gone, you know, it'd be hard to be without my mother. I love my mother to death. Even though at times I hate her, again, remember, hate and love are connected. If you didn't hate your mother, then how would you love her?
One of the ultimately 225 maybe with shredded and lean mass tie through. Let's hope she recovers fully and two old who are battling.
I hope. Yeah, I hope so. She should. The worst is over, man, you know. She's not out of the woods, but the worst is over, so it's a good thing. I just gotta keep it down because you have a small environment here. We really didn't use that money, you know. We haven't settled anywhere yet. We still have it in the bank. We really don't know what to do with it yet. Everything's still so expensive right now, and I'm not really gonna use my father, you know. But to my father to make a decision like that. And if anybody has any good business opportunity or ideas, then you let me know, and I'll let my father know, and then I can let you know. But until then, you know, he's not gonna spend my money until he knows what he's gonna do with it. But I can't blame him.
It's never fun experiencing that to anyone in the situation. It's always like stabbing someone seems more kind.
Huh? Oh my god, this airman is crazy! Ah! This is pretty cool, man. Nice! Harry Potter? I don't know, it's just fun.
Red Dead 2 has better fighting than this.
Staggered! Dun, dun, dun. Which one? Gouge!
This is just a lot of flashing lights.
Oh, all of it is, yeah, absolutely. Of course it is. Fucking A, alright. I'm more here for the story, though, you know. That's what means the most to me is a Final Fantasy game. Ultimately, in the end, story.
Red Dead 2 is somewhat real.
Needs to be Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy is like Castlevania but open world-ish.
Yeah. Kind of, yeah. I guess. Yeah. It's a good way to put it. Very similar, yeah. I would definitely agree with that.
Castlevania had some unique ones.
Thunderstorm! This is the power of ice. Oh, power of lightning, sorry. This is power of fire, though. I love it, Ifrit. You want the Ifrit form? That's cool. He's done. Notorious Marcus Lane. Alright, so what were you saying there, Sean? Red Dead Redemption?
I had this one. I might re-download that and play that one to the end. I forgot what.
You have this one?
It.
This one? I'm sure this came out just recently. Like, you know that, right? It came out, I think, last month. June 22nd, I think it was. Or was it earlier? I don't know. It was not that long ago.
That must be the bridge.
But 15 definitely wasn't as good as this one is, though. That's the thing. This definitely feels a lot better than 15, but 15 had a good antagonist, though.
Shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about
This story it reminds me so much of War of the Lions, though. Mad similar. In fact, every aspect of the story reminds me a lot of War of the Lions. Because it, think about it, like the Lucavi were. That the main antagonist is going to be none other than Joshua or Annabella. Because I think Ultima is inside Joshua, is going to be fought through inside him, or some shit like that is going to happen, or Annabella or something, you know what I mean? I see a hot bitch being fought at the end here. I could be wrong though. Martha's Rest. See, this part reminds me a lot of God of War or Ragnarok. Right? Definitely. But also is a throwback to FF2 in its respect to natural Returner's Hideaway. With the Returner's Hideout. Which was the main hub too, and the merchant.
Much obliged.
Ooh, they have elixirs.
Thanks very much. Much obliged. That all, is it?
That's not bad. Well, I will grab it, I guess. Hold on. Here we go. Martha.
No one survived then.
No.
I'm sorry.
No survivors left.
Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands.
I'm gonna smoke up now. Time to get high.
This was all my fault.
You couldn't have known.
I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings
Huh?
like the fool I am.
What do you mean?
It started minutes
How?
ago.
How? Wait,
Those
what?
black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in that very time, you would have been right. What these black shields are doing is unthinkable.
Yep. They're working for Ultima.
My mother obviously has a hand in this.
Yeah.
I cannot make sense of her actions.
Annabella.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them. Minions.
Yep.
Those Imperials think they can come in here again.
Exactly.
Threaten my people.
Because Annabella is clearly no good. She's fucked up. The mother.
Before I forget, the Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be alright here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them scrapping young curse breakers.
The fall. I think, yeah, it's the mother, leader of the occult, and speaks on behalf of the fallen warden, I guess. The fallen warden of, or I guess the fallen icon, I guess. The fallen icon. Ultima. That's what I think. We have to go back to the hideaway. And right now I want to do the main quest because it's really good. It's got a good story. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really interested in the story.
Where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now.
There he is! Furion! Furion!
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav? If it's kind words you're after, fishing in the wrong boat.
Oh no!
Now sit down.
I like Tarja though, because she got green eyes, right? Oh, I like green eyes. Green eyes is so sexy, is so... Oh god! Green eyes go... it's so hot.
And how pissed off all the other nations were that
And people with green eyes know it. They know how hot they are. They're hot, and everybody else who has green eyes is hot. You got hot color eyes, that's why. Because green's a hot color. It's like having red eyes. Red, because red's a cool color. Red and green are like really good colors.
finally decided to follow suit using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sandbreak. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed.
Yep, that's what I was saying.
Here in the Crystalline Dominion.
Yeah.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside,
No.
Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
Yeah.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. If there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
Wait, really? That's true, yeah. Yeah, Drake's Breath. Drake's Breath, definitely Drake's Breath.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield of course.
No shit, what are you talking about? What the fuck?
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world.
Who do you think he is?
His fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
It's settled then. What are we waiting for?
That's crazy. Alright, I'm gonna end it here, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. This has been Final Fantasy 16 part. I'll get to part 17, and then I'm probably going to do I'll do Act 3 going forward. Once we get to part 20, I guess. I'll have to rename the episodes, but yeah. I got it. Anyway, nonetheless, this has been STEELEPLAY, Final Fantasy 16. for part 16 of my first time playthrough of Final Fantasy 16, part 16. Join me in my next STEELEPLAY. Until then, like and subscribe, and I thank you for your views and your support. Keep it gaming and keep it safe, guys, and I hope you enjoy the show. Until next time, thanks for watching. Keep it gaming, keep it safe.